Reality Realness meets entertainment in color. I'm your host, Chantel Francis, with my amazing co-host, Tamika Francis. How are you today, Tamika? What do you think about one of the last few episodes of Love Island UK Season 8, episode 54, I think?
So I was watching it, and the person said, "Our last Friday episode of Love Island." It's like for real. It is our last Friday episode of Love
I'm,
Island UK, at least until Winter Love Island starts.
oh
So
my gosh. I can't even
it's
think. I'm
been
just
a
like, I
long,
want to be free right now.
yeah, I know. It's been a long journey. A
It's
long
been
journey.
very long.
I
It
will
has.
say most of the season was really good. I was just talking to somebody about just the journey of some of the couples, and yeah, it was a good journey. I am ready for it to end though.
Yeah, exactly. I'm ready for it to end. I don't even think we really have that much to talk about really this episode. I watched it obviously, but it was just the final dates and then talking in their couples about who is the weakest couples. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of what happened. Unless I'm forgetting something, but nothing else
Nope.
happened, I don't
Literally,
think.
that's the only two things that happened in this episode.
Hi Dana, thanks for being here. Hi Jess. So we'll just get right into it. So in the morning, it's Tasha getting a text. Her and Andrew are going to be going on their final dates, and it's hashtag Kardashian vibes. Um, my first thought, though, when they're both getting ready, leather vibes. If there's like leather, it's just like so Tasha's wearing, she looks good, but like she's wearing like a long black dress with like a leather jacket over her shoulders, and then Andrew's wearing something kind of similar, and then you see them walking on the beach. She's holding her shoes. I can see her price tag on the bottom of her shoes. I'm like, you wouldn't take off the price tag if you're gonna do like a shot with that camera, like. Anyways, to walk up. I mean, it was a beautiful walk up, but I don't know why she was wearing a leather jacket. It was not a leather jacket beach outfit at all.
I did not understand the styling for this date. It
She
made no
likes
sense to
roses.
me. No, no, no. I got that part. I think it was dumb, but I got it. She likes the beach. She likes roses. I'm talking about their personal
Their clothes.
styling.
Oh, I don't. It didn't make sense for it.
Because
That's like
even
morning.
everybody,
It's morning. Would you up in the morning, go out for a morning date, and wear that outfit? No.
everybody was saying, "Oh, they're gonna get on a bike." Like you know how when Carrington and what's her
Mm-hmm.
name had their date and they got
Person.
they got into a car and drove, to
Yes, and like a top with a
like
top down, and like
yeah,
woo, like
like I agree. Like there should have been something like that to tie in nothing was tying in for me. Not to say she didn't look gorgeous, but that outfit in the hot. So I guess it probably worked out because it probably was a lot cooler when they actually recorded it because it was like dead morning, right?
like 7
So
a.m. leather. It just seems
yeah,
very
but
old early
mm-mm,
outfit.
mm-mm,
Unless it's like a
mm-mm.
walk of shame outfit, like you're coming
Yeah,
home from the
no, it
night.
wasn't. It wasn't a good look to me.
Data, I mean, you could watch it. You could watch it on 3 speed if you can, because it's nothing really happened. Um, Not so much. The leather would have made more sense if it was a night date, yes, and not on the beach. Absolutely. Well, if it was on the beach, like it has to be nighttime for sure, and like this still doesn't even make sense. Hi,
They
Katrina.
should have
Thanks
did
for being
theirs in the
here.
middle of the night last night.
That could have been cool. But no, they did not. So I was just like leather in the morning. Weird. So the morning chat, though, before we talk more about their date, is Adam noticed how Davide was just buzzing and all the guys are just so happy and Luca is so excited for his date. And I'm just like, I feel like these guys, well, Adam's always instigating, like, oh, you're so happy, you're so buzzing. And I don't know. It just all of the Adam isms to me just seems like he's pretending to be some
Interested?
really supportive,
Yeah.
like love the guy. And it just doesn't suit him to me.
I don't believe a word that comes out that man's mouth. And I didn't even
Yeah.
watch him on his original season.
He's not nice on his season.
Right. So that's the crazy part is like, how is it I'm watching it this season and I don't believe a
Yeah,
word.
me neither.
Not a word.
Hi, Sans. We are doing okay. We're making it through one of these last few episodes. I guess we have one episode on Sunday and then the finale. So that's wild, actually.
Yeah,
Wild,
pretty.
wild, wild. So back to the women having their morning chat, and Gemma is talking about like, oh no, I think it's going to be the beach, and she loves roses. She loves roses. Like, do you think the producers told her what the date was going to be, because that was pretty bang on?
Wasn't it in the card?
Oh no, I don't think so.
Oh, no, no, no. So they picked it up from the card because even Dammy was saying, he's like, oh, it says Kardashian vibes. He's like, it must be the date that Kanye did for like, apparently Kanye did some date with Kim where he put like a whole bunch of roses everywhere.
Hmm.
Roses and rose petals. That's what Dammy was saying.
I don't remember that date. I remember like they have a lot of parties and they have like rose walls and stuff like that. So that's what I'm thinking about aesthetically. But like, was Kim wearing a leather jacket? Like,
I don't know where the leather came in, but um yeah, that's what. And then there was something else in the wording that I think is where they picked up the beach part. But yeah, so because even after, I think him and India must have had a conversation because she was saying the same thing. So
mm,
that's, so I don't know. I stopped watching the Kardashians a very very long time ago, so I couldn't tell you.
I mean, I've seen every episode except for this new season. So I don't remember, but like if they have lots of roses and flowers and stuff like that. So I didn't, nothing stands out specifically for me anyways.
Because
Um
Danny actually called it. He said like in the shape of a heart. Like he called it bang on. So there must have been a specific thing that happened with them too.
um I really don't remember that. I'm like, all I'm picturing right now is, did you watch Selling Sunset? Like, I'm just picturing the big rose hearts that Christine gave to Heather for her. Was it Heather? I think it was Heather for her engagement party.
Let me look it
Um,
up.
Perfect. So back over at the beach, though, we do see the two of them. What did you think of the T and A beside the flower heart setup?
Yeah, Team Tandrew, I guess.
Tandrew?
Um, Tandrew.
Tandrew. Okay.
Um,
What
I
I was
thought.
looking
I
at,
mean,
the
it wasn't. It was. Oh God, how do I explain this? I don't want people to think like I'm hating. It was a beautiful setting. I will say that. It just wasn't a super date to me.
no, it wasn't a super date. And like, it was really funny though. When I first saw like the TA, I was like thinking, I'm like, is that pie? Like, because it looks kind of like the symbol for pie. And like,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what does pie have to do with an A? And then I'm like, oh, it's a T and an A. But I literally thought it was the symbol for pie.
Mm-hmm.
Um, which I thought was funny. So yes, it was cool the fact that they like really, it would have cost a lot of money to put all those roses out there, and then they were able to sit inside of it and have their romantic dinner or breakfast, I guess.
I
Um,
mean, to be fair, too, it was way better than Toby and
Chloe, yes,
Chloe's date. So
absolutely,
there's that.
absolutely. Oh wait, not Courtney. Oh, that Courtney and Travis.
Courtney and Travis. Okay, let me look it up then.
Look at Courtney and Travis, and also maybe look up um
Because I just look up Kim and
try Kylie and Travis also.
uh,
Yeah, yeah. Try
yeah.
them too.
So Courtney
I'll do.
and Travis Roses. Date. see. Hi, Katrina. Ah, I found it. It was the proposal Courtney and Travis had. Yep. Can you hear me? No, I can't hear you.
Sorry, I wasn't on that page. I couldn't see that my mic decided to stop working.
Yeah, I found it. I found it.
Put it up, but it's also on these guys too. Hold on, I'll show you mine too. So let's do yours.
I'm trying to get a good.
Hi, Phil. Thanks for being here.
Okay. Here.
Phil, I didn't know you watched Love Island. Jeez, where did it go?
Okay. You see it? Let's see if I'm taking a while to load. It's taking a while.
It definitely is their one. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely. I get that. Okay. Got it. Okay, let me show you my one too. Hold on.
Okay.
So there's also, if you can see, like they always seem to do like lots of Rose stuff. So this is like what Kylie came home to, you know? So yeah. But yours is what they're talking about for sure.
Yep.
For sure.
Mine is what they're talking about.
Okay, so I was always thinking Kim.
Yeah, so that must have been like it must have been because he like even Dami was saying like with the India was saying with the heart on the beach, so they got it. They knew exactly what they were talking about.
Yeah, no, I totally get it.
Yeah.
So what do you think about their professions of love to each other? And saying like, oh, I got you, after you told me your superpower, like I got you. And she's like, I just wanted to have a guy to love me for me. I mean, which is obviously, these are always great things to hear, great things to say. But I'm also like, I'm feeling a little bit like they're just saying what they need to say to win.
That's what I got from it. It's still so hard for me to vibe with them as a couple.
Yeah, I mean, they might last a year. Like I could see them lasting outside the villa. I just I don't find them to be forever people, but they're talking about like marriage, they're talking about I love yous, and I'm just like, really, you could see yourself marrying her at this point? Like, I mean, great. If this is real, true, I'm completely wrong. Absolutely. I support your relationship and exploring whatever is going on, but I don't feel it. I don't feel it.
I don't feel it. I don't know what it is, but I don't feel it.
Phil says Ron needs to get to work on some extreme rose decorating in the bedroom. Yes, Phil, you tell him. Tell him that he needs to get to work and make a nice little rose reproposal. But he does give her a rose at the end. I'm like, that's it? I thought he was going to give her a ring, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, they already kind of like pushed their romance story. There was nothing left for them to do. Not that I need like, I didn't need it. I'm just saying that it was kind of just a silly date to me. It could have been better.
I mean, that's all I wrote down for that date. Was there anything else that you had going on for that date? No.
I just was like, this is terrible.
Oh, no. So while they were gone, though, Davide and Ekin-su, they think that Tasha and Andrew, their relationship has improved, from being in the bottom to now like being in the top, and so they were recognizing this with them. Yeah. So they returned, and she's like, "Girls, I fucking love that boy." I'm like, just saying those words doesn't mean I believe you. Yeah. Like, she doesn't say it for me in a way that I believe that she, like, if I was like, I fucking love that boy. Like, I fucking love it. Like, I would say more like that, not just like, I fucking love that boy. It's just, I don't know. It just seems as though she's saying the words and not, I don't feel the feeling behind it.
She's not emoting. It feels false and put on.
Yeah, I mean, I think she likes him.
Her, I mean, Paige does the same thing to me, and even worse, Gemma doesn't emote at all.
Gemma's kind of my favorite, though, to be honest, because she doesn't always give in to Luca's soppiness. Son says. Son says when he reached behind him, I thought he was going to pull out a ring and propose. So glad it was just a rose. Phew. Yeah, I know. I thought so too. I'm like, oh my God, are they really trying to win this like this?
I think proposal? They were trying to win this. Who is it? One of the podcasts I listened to said at this point we're going to get a proposal by the end of the show. I'm like, yeah, at this point.
I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. I can see Andrew proposing on finale.
I can absolutely see Andrew proposing. I can absolutely see him asking his parents to get a ring and proposing to her.
I can see it. I can see it.
I can see it.
I can see. Oh my gosh, that's not. Don't do it, Andrew, or do it. Whatever. If you want to win, do it. Fine. I don't care.
As much as I could see Davide and Ekin-su stealing the money, I can see him proposing to her.
Oh shit. Is he gonna propose? Uh-oh.
And I think that's why Dami and India are my favorite couple, because to me, their romance seems the most realistic of all of them.
Absolutely. I believe them. I believe their friendship. I believe their couple. I don't feel like they're faking anything. I feel like they're still getting to know each other. I feel like they really like each other and they want to be around each other. They say things with their, like, fully. Yeah. No, I totally agree with you. I'm never really questioning how much they love each other or like each other, you know? So, yeah, she's like, it was just such a beautiful, romantic, special, like, she was just talking about, like, how amazing the date was. I was like, it seemed boring. But she did bring each of them roses, which was sweet, I thought. I'd love to I love getting flowers. So we get another text, and then say again?
I don't.
You don't like flowers?
I'm allergic to most.
Oh, that's unfortunate. As you being a Taurus usually loves flowers and beautiful things, especially that are aesthetically beautiful and then they smell beautiful, but I guess you can't smell it.
It's the smell, so don't get me
flowers. Roses smell so good.
Exactly. They could kill me. But I like flowers that have no smell. Well, I'm exaggerating. But I like flowers that have no smell. So like tulips and stuff like that don't have too like heavy
like fragrance,
yeah.
Oh, roses are so beautiful. You poor thing. I'm sorry that you don't get to smell the roses, literally. So Gemma gets a text. It's her and Luca's super date time. Gemma is so excited. We couldn't really tell. But she said that she's so excited. And then this is what she said. She goes, I'm so excited to see what date they have planned for us. Like, she was like, I'm so excited to go on this date with Luca. I'm so excited to see the date that they have planned for us.
Like I went last, so I'm excited to find out what the hell they're giving us.
Yeah, basically, it has nothing to do with like wanting to see him.
I think she hates that boy. I'm gonna tell you the truth.
I
mean, not hate him, but and I don't blame her. I think she can't stand him, really.
He's so annoying. So while they're all getting ready, we see Adam and Paige cuddling and talking about Andrew and you know, they're talking about themselves. Like, do you think I've changed? Like, Andrew's changed so much since I got here. And he's like, do you think that I changed, Paige? And he's like, well, I think you're like a really different boy when you're with me. I'm just like, stop trying to make yourself think that you're like the special one that's changed this playboy. I don't think he's changed. Leopard doesn't change his spots. Paige, you are getting played, I think. So then Dami,
I you know, them coming out of the villa is the one thing that I'm interested to find out about them, about Paige.
We should put like.
Remember, Jax was supposed to pick her up from the airport. I doubt he's doing that because he took on all her photos from his Instagram. Uh, I just want to see what happens with them because
Maybe him and Antigone will pick her up from the
yeah,
airport.
maybe him and Antigone. And also I want to see what she says is if him and Antigone are really doing this thing, she gonna be mad. Her bestie is cracking on with her ex. So
I mean, Antigone, that's not the move. that's not at all a good look, in my opinion.
no, I mean she's older than him too. So there's that.
But like the fact that she watched him and how he acted on the show, and then is still interested in him.
Yeah,
that's gross to me. But she could have that same like energy that Paige has.
Pardon? I can save you.
That can save her.
No,
or she can save him.
Yeah.
Oh well, no, like he's different around me. Like he's like him and Paige didn't work, but like I think that we have something really special and something really different, and I don't think that he would treat me that way. Like I think that that's what she's probably thinking, that she's special, kind of like how Paige thought she was special,
possible.
But I don't think it's gonna work.
No, and to be fair, if he wasn't taking his medication and he's now taking his medication, he may very well be a whole different person.
That's true. That's very true. So Dami joins Adam and Paige, and then he calls over India. They're talking about food and what she's going to make them. And she's like, well, tell me what you want. And he's like, you can't give me what I want. I was like, you guys are so silly, but you're cute. So we see over at Gemma and Luca's date, there's strings playing and they walk in and it is quite beautiful. And it's an upgrade, I think, Sans, from Faye and Teddy's date. I think Faye and Teddy's date, did they do anything other than be in their bathing suits in the water? Did they do anything else or no? Like, where's the date part?
They didn't have champagne glasses in the water.
They get the pruny feet in the water. I would be so annoyed with that date.
Yeah, that date was terrible. Theirs was still also very bad. Tasha and Andrews is still better than that. And Luca and Gemma, definitely, they were like, maybe let us not put them in the pool this time.
Yeah, it looked very, very pretty, I have to say.
It was very pretty.
I mean, like, Gemma, yes, she's mature, but I just don't know if a 19-year-old really cares about, like, a string quartet. Or, I don't know, this is probably more than...
I mean, it's Gemma. She's a little more cultured. It's possible.
True. I mean, but I wouldn't even necessarily...
It didn't sound like she described the atmosphere and you could tell she appreciated it.
Yeah.
I don't know if she necessarily just appreciated the music.
Well, I think that she might have liked the music, but like sitting there staring at Luca and hearing this music, I'm sure was not her vibe. Like it's definitely, if she doesn't like being touched and being cuddled and all that stuff, it's just a little bit too like sappy and like romantic and like it's I just didn't think it matched her at all. It wasn't.
Now I'm thinking about it. What was Gemma like doing when DJ Corey came in for the club thing, and then like that other girl, the other singer?
I don't remember, but I think she was just dancing.
So I'm wondering if those are more, that music is more her vibe or not.
Well, I think whatever the song that she did her lip sync to, or her karaoke, is probably her vibe. You know what I mean? Like like poppy stuff that you can rap off. Like
they should have dragged Fergie into the date.
She would probably have loved that.
That's what I'm saying. If they wanted to make it a real super date, they should have paid the money for Fergie.
Or somebody that's like a big pop star that she would really enjoy, you know?
Spice Girls, somebody. Like, even if it was like Mel, one of the Mels coming in and singing. Spice Girls for somebody, yep.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, even one of the Mels, though, like to come in and sing, even with the quartet, would have been elevated it to make it a little bit more fitting for her. If she knows who the Spice Girls are, she might not even know. Actually, she would, because she knows Posh Spice's son. So,
yes, that actually makes sense. So yeah, I think that's what they should have done. Like, a version of that, even if a younger version of a Victoria Beckham or a Mel C or something. Yep.
Yeah. So Sans is agreeing with us here. My initial thoughts on Gemma and Luca's date was, although the setting was beautiful and romantic, she's 18. I think she's 19. I keep on saying 18, but I think she's 19.
She's 19.
It should have been youthful and fun. Then I thought, no, she probably loves this as she's not into fuss. This is fussy. I think this is fussy. Like,
yeah, like that date
strings?
was fussy.
I think that's fussy.
Quartet, yeah, that was fussy. The atmosphere wasn't fussy. Like, I think that's what I'm saying. When she was describing it back to the girls, she seemed to very much appreciate the atmosphere they were sitting in. She didn't say nothing about like on the music and like it was so like no.
Well, and I think like even like when he's like putting out his hand for her to step onto the platform with the dinner table, like she's just like, okay, like I think she would have maybe liked it if it was a little bit more loose. So I think it was kind of stuffy, even though I agreed the atmosphere, and I think she appreciated the atmosphere absolutely. So he pours all the champagne. Wasn't there a point in this episode or this season where he said he doesn't drink?
Luca? I thought that was that.
I thought it was Luca. But maybe now we're thinking maybe it was because he didn't want to get frisky with who was he paired up with? Paige at the time?
No, you're right. It was Luca, I think. And Luca then they went on their last date and he seemed to be drinking and everybody kept saying, well, maybe there was something else in his cup that was sparkling and we couldn't tell because didn't he promise not to drink? And
so I'm thinking like maybe he just didn't want to drink with Danica. Like to make it like more romantic and solidifying it, like just being like, no, I don't want to drink. Like, I don't want to be like cheersing you at champagne. Like maybe it was just to completely make it as platonic as possible.
I can see that. He's an ass.
Jesus. I mean, I agree. I wasn't expecting it there. So he pours like a big glass of champagne and he doesn't seem like he's poured a lot of glasses of champagne, to be honest. Well, it's just kind of like how he was holding it and like he poured so much. And anyway, and they're talking about the best things about coming on Love Island and the island. And she's like, well, you want me to say you? Do you want me to say you? And he's like, no. Like, she did not want to say him at all.
Fishing, but it did feel fishing. Like
he's a fisherman.
Yeah, that was like not to be. But it does feel like he's always fishing, and I just.
You like me, right?
Yeah. You're happy, right? And she's like, "You want me to say with you, right? You want me to say with you?" She's like, "Oh, you know what my favorite part was? I had so many favorite parts. What you want me to say the terrace, right? You want me to say the terrace?"
I don't even know what the terrace part he's talking about. Which terrace part is he talking about?
But I agree with her. It's like. She's like, I can't pinpoint one thing. Like, I mean, I'm sure the other couples, in my opinion, probably could pick one thing, but I don't think they have one thing.
Well, and then she said she is just like trying to just stick it in there. Then she's like, actually, my favorite moment was the challenge where I licked Adam's chest and it was salty. I'm like, you better be doing that only when you're in this villa because I think that he'll put you in a cage in real life. Like, be careful, Gemma.
That was so funny. She's like, my favorite part was licking Adam's chest. I just like the way she said it though. Like it was just so straight faced. Like I feel like that's more the real Gemma because that's kind of how she is with the girls. She just like deadpans everything. Mm-hmm. She's funny, but she deadpans everything, and. Like that's why I think like even with Natalia asking, oh, do you all have any like jokes between you? Because you don't see any.
Yeah, she's definitely always deadpan. I do think she's kind of funny, and I do think she hates him. I agree. So India back at the villa is getting her toes painted by Dami. Did you think this moment was super cute?
Oh, why did I think it was the opposite? I must have looked away. I thought
He started, he was painting her toes, and when he was done, he was like, she was begging him to paint his pinky, and that's when he was like, so he painted it to her pinky, and he was like, I'd prefer it to be black, and so, but he had already done her toes.
Ah, that's cute.
It was cute.
I must have missed that entire part.
So I think I got up and get a glass of water or something like that because it went back to Gemma and Luca's date. And I came back and they were like dancing, and I didn't go back to watch it and see what I missed. So they're dancing and kissing. I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
Most of that entire first part of the episode, which was literally 45 minutes, because I counted, we could have did without.
We could have done this on super speed for sure. We could have done this last episode for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, they could have crammed all those dates in. Yep.
Would have been a good episode if that were the case. So then they return, and she's like, there's a lot of cute and cringy stuff, but it was incredible. So she did still like it. She did enjoy the atmosphere. She didn't really, as far as I remember, say anything about him. Oh, he's saying so many nice things about me and we really professed our love. Like, no, she talked about the atmosphere and then it was kind of cringe.
It was like he was just there.
Yeah. So they're all getting ready for the night, and what is with the producers leaving, or the editors leaving in segments of Dami and India farting? Like, what's with that?
Yeah, I was actually really pissed about it that they left that. Like, it's one thing to leave Dami's in there because I think that's his like thing, but you can't tell me she's the only girl that's ever farted. They lived together 24/7.
Yeah. Like, well, the fact that like Gemma's running over to try to smell it, like it means that they definitely.
But that's what I was saying about her personality. I think she's actually pretty funny because I thought that was actually kind of funny. It made what to me was a rude scene funny.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think Tasha was like, it was just natural in the moment, just be like, oh my god, you farted, like, it smells, oh my god, that's awful. And then Gemma running over and like smelling it and being like, I'm like, I don't smell anything. And she's like, why do you want to smell it?
Why do you want to smell
it? It was kind of funny, but I just thought it was like, I don't know, to me, it just wasn't making her look like beautiful and sexy and like you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. I know it's natural. I know everybody does it, but like not everybody in the villa had that showed about them.
It's like, you can't tell me she was the first person to fart in that dressing room.
The best bit was Gemma smelling it. Yes. Mary agrees he's always fishing. Poor thing. Like when he kept asking, do you think I would be a good dad to our kids? Gemma kept answering, you will make a good dad. She just will not take his bait. Yes. You make a good dad. Our kids, she will not include. She's not having kids with you, Luca. She's absolutely not.
She's smart. Lord Jesus.
Seriously. So Ekin-su makes the cheers for the night. The boys chat and they're all talking about, I can't wait to meet his family. Who said that?
I think it was Andrew. I think it was
his
Andrew. Oh, I might be mixing up the date. He did say on the date that
maybe it was her family. I don't know. They want to meet each other's family. They can't wait. I don't know who said it. I forgot. Then we get a text, and you're gonna have to get into your couples and choose the 2 least compatible couples. So we knew this was coming. It's pretty much a staple in the show to get to the final 4 in the finale and all the meeting the parents and all that stuff. They're going to have to do this. So one thing though that Davide did say is that he thinks that Luca is trying harder than Gemma, and I was like, I think that Davide, as much as like he's kind of annoying, he's kind of right about some things.
Oh yeah, no. There was a lot of different people said a lot of spot on things. I will say, that in particular of Luca and Gemma, yeah. I think everybody sees that he's just trying to win.
Gemma doesn't think that Davide likes Ekin-su.
I can understand that as well.
I can understand it. Luca doesn't buy Tasha and Andrew. We knew that was coming.
I called it. I said he was definitely going to vote for them, and I called it.
India doesn't know how Luca will act in the real world because, and this is a really good point, being like, you know, in the villa, these are such small things. In the real world, are getting such bigger things. And that's what we were saying as well. We're just like, how is he going to deal with Gemma being rich and famous and then now famous from this show? Like, people are going to be all over her, and are you just going to be sulking in the corner and then be passive aggressive with her? And she's like, I'm just here doing an appearance. It's my job. And like, you're going to be whining because you took pictures with some guy that's a fan. Like, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Especially, I mean, I don't know if he has money or not, but especially if it's like financially. I have a friend who makes more money than her husband, and it becomes a problem sometimes when she wants to do more and he can't necessarily afford to do more, but it's emasculating him when she does the more of it, you know?
Right.
And so I can see that, and like her having probably more celebrity, more fame than he does, and him feeling like he is in his shadow and like he's too jealous. It's not going to work. And India is calling that out. So I like that. So I think I wrote down who they all decided on. Wait, did I? How did I do this? So Tasha and Andrew, they chose Ekin-su and Paige and Adam. I was surprised by most of the couples saying Ekin-su and Davide, and I'm wondering if it's because though they've been in the top most of the time.
Oh, it's not. And
I mean, like obviously they've had their ups and downs and their fights and all that stuff, but I would think that they would think that their relationship has been improving.
I will read you a tweet that I think it sums up them. And I'm not saying that's all of them, but I do see why a lot of them might feel this way. And this person said, as much as I love Ekin-su and Davide, they could break up in a month and I wouldn't be surprised. They could also get married and have 3 kids, and I wouldn't be surprised either. That's how unpredictable they are. And that's like, I can't even hate on it. It's actually very, very true. So I could see why they're just so, I don't want to say volatile.
Unpredictable, I think, is a good word.
Unpredictable is a good word. Yeah.
Okay, fair. I can accept that for sure. I would think though, in terms of what's going on in the show, that like they have been supported by the audience for most of their journey, kind of like how Luca and Gemma have been supported for most of their journey. So I would think that would have played influence in them feeling as though they must be pretty strong since they've never really been at risk of going home, even with their ups and downs.
I will tell you, go ahead and finish reading the votes. I have a theory on India and Debbie's vote. Go ahead.
Okay, so Adam and Paige, they choose Gemma and Luca, and Ekin-su and Davide. I'm thinking, well, Adam is bitter towards Ekin-su, so I think that he was going to try to get her out no matter what. I mean, he probably does see her as them as the front runner, so he's a game player. I think that's probably how he was able to influence her to get them to be the vote. And same with Gemma and Luca. I think that Adam's trying to play, so if he can get out one of those, he has a better chance at staying in the final 4 and potentially winning. I don't think he'll win, but it's a better potential. Davide and Ekin-su choose, what did I write here? Andrew and Tasha and someone else.
Probably Paige and Adam, because Paige and Adam got 2 votes. And it wasn't
I have another Adam. Okay, no, Ekin-su and Davide chose Gemma and Luca and Adam and Paige. Someone else chose. Anyways, I might have messed that up.
It might have been Andrew and Tasha then, because I don't think it was Dami and India. It was not Dami and India.
So Dami and India, they chose Ekin-su and Luca and Gemma, correct?
Yeah.
And so I don't know who that other couple is. Am I forgetting somebody?
It had to be Andrew and Tasha.
Well, who did they pick? Davide and... No, Andrew and Tasha did Ekin-su and Gemma and Luca, yes. Chose Andrew and Tasha, Davide, and Ekin-su. Yes. Let me write that down. Okay, so what's your theory on Damia's vote?
So I literally think they voted that way, the way they did, because they were like, just let the audience fight out for those two, because they feel like they both fight. I think they chose the two couples that, in their opinion, have the most arguments, and they were just like, let the audience go ahead and find out who they want to save on that too. And I don't disagree with
That's
that.
fine.
Yeah.
I mean, like I probably, if I was in the villa, I would have done Paige and Adam,
Hmm.
and probably I'd probably want to save Gemma and Luca. Like I'd just be like, oh, this is not good for you. But in the end, I think that I would have voted for Andrew and Tasha.
Yeah, I was conflict. That last spot for me is a conflict. I'm really not a fan of Andrew and Tasha, but I'm also really not a fan of Gemma and Luca. But Paige and Adam to me do not belong
For
in the
sure.
finale.
No, not at all. Not at all. But I was very happy that Demi and India got no votes. And so they're definitely going to be going to the finale, which
They're
is great.
absolutely straight into the finale, which I'm happy about.
Very happy about that. Hopefully
And
they won't get fourth place.
it also lends to what all the other, because nobody had anything bad to say. It also lends to what we keep hearing from every other Islander who has come out of the
They're the real
villa,
deal. Mm-hmm.
that they are the real deal.
Yeah.
Either that, another friend of mine has a theory that they didn't think that they were competition. So there's that too.
That's
But I'll
good.
take it either way.
That's fine. You don't. Well, I mean, you would more likely want to take out somebody that you can't beat. So that's definitely a possibility that they think that maybe one of the stronger couples would be Ekin-su and Davide. Like potentially, that like they'd be a harder couple to beat. So you might as well get them to scrap it out and maybe take out one of these stronger couples. But they might get taken out as well. So who knows if this is going to work? So, and I'm wondering if they changed the format of this just because of like how it went down. Because like when what I thought was going to happen was whoever had the most votes, the top two, were
Mm-hmm.
going to be up for the vote. And then the bottom, like the three that got the least amount of votes were going to be moving on. And then they'd be fighting for the final spot. So that's what I thought was going to happen. And that would mean that it would have been Ekin-su and Davide who had 4 votes and Gemma and Luca that had 3 votes. They would be fighting out for the last spot in the finale. And so I'm thinking that was originally how it was supposed to be. But then when they saw that two couples that they want to see in the finale were there, that they're leaving it up to the audience. And if that's the case, Adam and Paige will be out of there.
Yeah, I think Adam and Paige. I don't think I think it's a no brainer that Adam and Paige are gone. I can't see people voting for them over those other
over
three
these couple. Like maybe they would have like
They
snubbed
would have
Dami in
absolutely
India.
voted for them over Demi in India, even though that makes absolutely no sense.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't see them voting for them over these couples. No.
I agreed. So Son says, I think that they didn't get any votes because they don't see them as competition, but I don't care. They're in the final. Yes, they are in the final. So
Brothers
we have Dami
everywhere.
Hopefully they will be able to get to at least the final 3. I'm hoping, but it's nice to know that they'll at least be in the final. They'll get to have the entire Love Island experience. I think that, we didn't really agree with some of their choices or that they did, but this was their story. And she says, like, this is our story. This is our journey. And I'm glad that they have a full story to tell, regardless of if they get married in the end or if they're friends or if they never speak to each other after 5 years from now. Like they really had a moment together and it's going to be something they remember for their life. So very happy to see them in the final. So
and it's so funny because these magazines, they brought in experts, and the experts have said Dami and India is the most genuine couple based on what they watched. And then then you read like Facebook and Instagram, and some of these people are like, oh, he won't even look her in the eye when he says I love you. And I'm like, I don't know what show y'all be watching.
He does look at her in the eye a lot.
He does.
Like, I mean, there's sometimes where he's lying down and well, there has been times maybe when he's lying down, and I'm sure that's also part of being directed by being on a show that like they're going to tell them probably, can you open out this conversation? Can you open it out a little bit? And so it comes a little awkward sometimes to like be having a conversation to somebody, but not wanting to give profiles. So having to open out. So that could also be technical for being, you know, having a camera, being able to capture a certain conversation or a shot. So I'm going to also give him a little bit of leeway there as well. When it's like when he's lying on a day bed or he's on a couch and like he's not turned this way, complete profile. Sometimes I do think it's because they want to keep shots open because it's better for camera.
Absolutely.
Just saying. Well, is there anything else that you want to say about this episode before we have a day break? It's Caravana weekend, so I wonder if I'm going to go to the. I didn't realize it was this weekend, and so maybe I'll go to the parade.
Cinco's there
in Toronto. Should I go find Cinco?
I think he's going to have the costume and everything, so you should go find Cinco. Take pictures.
He's gonna be. Oh my god! Then I need to be wearing a costume. Oh my god! I don't have time for this. Wait, I need to find out his after party. Maybe I'll go to his after party. I'll crash that or something. Yeah,
he got there a couple days ago.
I'm giving you the That's so fun. Who's he here with? He's here with Nate. I feel like Nate's too stiff, but he does. I don't see him be like.
He was there with some guy, but I'm surprised Leanne didn't come.
Leanne's still around?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Well, I'm glad you let me know about Cinco, though. I mean, not that I care about Cinco, but like I want to go to whatever party he's going to be at. Because I was like, sorry, you were going to say something. I cut you off.
Yeah, no. That's why I mentioned it, because I know you don't like necessarily care about Cinco, but hey, if there's something like going on, go find it, go have fun.
Yeah. Okay. That's fun. It's fun. So actually, if anybody's watching here and they live in Toronto or know anything about Caravana and they know like a good party to go to, I don't know if I want to go to like a jump up party, but anyways, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we can get me into this weekend. Maybe a boat cruise, maybe nothing at all, but I feel like I want to go and I feel like I want to do something.
Yeah. Listen, we have a whole day and a half off. Have the time of your life. And that's bad.
I know. I still have to do a couple pods though. So I have to I could go to the parade, then do a pod and then go out for the night. And then I don't know if they're going to be like, maybe I'll go to a brunch on Sunday or something. So let me figure it out.
Sounds fun.
See what's going on. Yes, it is fun. I used to love Caravana when I was younger. So
I've never been. I always wanted to go. I said that 1 year, I'm going to dedicate a year. Maybe I'll do it my 44th year. I'm going to dedicate a year to Carnival Hop and just go to different carnivals. Because I've only been to the one in Brooklyn.
Yeah. Oh. I think I've only been to this one. Caravana. I might have been to another one. I just can't think of it right now. You're so late, Kanisha. Yes, you are, because we're saying good evening. The episode wasn't giving, but our commentary was probably funny. So if you want to watch it back after, we appreciate you. Any final thoughts for tonight?
No, I am so happy that Dami and India into the finals. I was like trying to play it out in my head, strategize how we could get this done, and the Islanders did it for us. So I will take it for whatever reason that is.
So
and hopefully they get first or second by surprise.
So perfect. It is perfect. Yes. It is perfect. Okay, so what time do we normally do Love Island USA? I keep missing it even with notifications on. Sorry, Tasha. Generally it has been later. So hopefully, depending on what's going on in the night, at 10 p.m. or 10:15 or so, right after the episode. If there's other things that I cover on at the same time, sometimes it gets pushed, just because I have regular time slots for other things. And so tonight we'll say about 10:30 Eastern, we'll be going live to do the recap, because I'm doing a recap with the boys right in half an hour. That takes like an hour and a half. So give me an hour to watch the episode, then go live at about 10:30. So tonight we'll go live at 10:30, but it's generally after the episode at 10:30 or 11, maybe even 12 on Wednesdays kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
Well, hopefully next week we're just gonna.
next week we might have trouble though too, because I'm
I
working
was gonna
next
say.
week.
I was gonna say we're just gonna take over this time slot, so we don't have to
Right.
hopefully worry about that.
Yes, we will eventually take over this time slot. Next Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm working and I don't know what time I'll be done. So we might have to push things completely just for next week, and then we'll be back to like regular 6 p.m. time slot, 6:15 type thing.
Yep.
Okay, well, this has been great. You guys are awesome in the chat. Thanks for being on this journey with us this whole time. I'm so impressed and proud of you guys for sticking with us for like these 54 episodes. Holy. Great night. So happy. Enjoy the review. Good night. Hit the like button. Yes, please hit the like button over here on Reality Realness or over on Entertainment in Color. Follow us both on all social media platforms, please. And leave a comment as to which couple do you want to see out of the, dumped, and which one do you think will be dumped if it's different. So let us know who you think is going to be dumped, and if that's your favorite person, or if there's someone else that you'd prefer to be dumped but you know that they won't. Let us
Right.
know that, and we will see you guys tonight later on so we can talk about. Actually, it's going to be a good episode for Love Island USA tonight. I think it's going to be fire. So we'll see you guys later on for that as well. Bye.
Bye.